Hello there and welcome to a Liverpool Transfer News video. Now, there have been obviously a couple of transfers happen. We've covered both of them with Thiago and Jota coming into Liverpool. We've covered them ones. There are videos on the channel talking about them. We're going to talk about a couple of sort of rumours, some that seem to be picking up some pace as well, and a very audacious rumour as well, more linking to next year, but we'll come on to that one in just a little bit anyway. Also, a little bit later on tonight, I will be doing a preview for the Lincoln game in the Carabao Cup, so do feel free to look out for that one and get your thoughts and comments in the comment section below ahead of that game. Now, we're going to come to what I feel is the headline one in terms of Liverpool, and no, it's not the one that you're probably thinking. It's talking about Rhian Brewster. Now, anyone that has followed this channel for any amount of time knows I'm a big fan of Brewster. And some people might think it's a bit unfounded, hasn't really played for Liverpool in the senior setup as it is right now. But I still feel he could have a very key part to play in Liverpool going forward. In terms of progression, this isn't a player that I want to see sold. I don't even want to see him loaned out. I would be more positive about that if the only options were loan or sell. It's got to be a loan. If you're going to sell him, has to be with a buyback clause of like a very decent buyback clause, I must say as well. So when it comes out that Rhian Brewster is linked to Crystal Palace, I look at that and I look at how Crystal Palace are playing these days, and I can kind of see it. I could see him. He would definitely get maybe more minutes than he would at Liverpool for sure at this moment in time anyway. He would definitely get a chance. He would definitely add something to that front line as well, with linking up with Zaha, Andros Townsend, maybe the new guy that they've got, is it Eze or something like that? Maybe. And that's quite positive. Crystal Palace seem to play better football these days, like actual football, than they did in years past. But still, 19 million plus 6 million in add-ons, taking it the whole fee up to 25 million. When I look at that and I say, okay, he has way more potential and way more chances of hitting the ground running in the Premier League with a Premier League team than a Dominic Solanke did. And we sold Dominic Solanke to Bournemouth when they were in the Premier League for 19 million. Take away the add-ons on Brewster's deal here, and it's the exact same price for a player that I feel will do more than Solanke will. And that's no disrespect to Dominic Solanke, that's just my opinion. We're all entitled to it, and I hope I'm not offensive in that way. I feel there's still so much to come from Rhian Brewster, and if given the chances, given the chance to make an impression in a Premier League team, and I'd like it to be ours, I'd love to see it happen. I really would. Now, the mitigating factor in this one, I think is the right way of putting it, is Steve Parish has come out on Twitter quite vocally saying that they've asked Sky themselves to take a tweet down regarding the fact that apparently a formal bid has been done. Steve Parish, who is the chairman of Crystal Palace, has said, we have made no bid, no numbers have been discussed, nothing like that has happened. So as of yet, there's still no actual movement for Rhian Brewster, which I'm happy about. Whether the player would be, I'm not entirely sure. Maybe Brewster does want to go out on loan or does want to be sold. I really don't know. Not at this point anyway. I would be disappointed to see him go. People are saying that, if it's between Rhian Brewster or Divock Origi, it's between a rock and a hard place. Divock Origi's turned up so many times. Barcelona, you're talking about loads of games that he's turned up in, scored in the Champions League final as well. Obviously turned up against Everton, where, scores that last minute header, when Jordan Pickford basically just throws the ball, just hands the ball to him. We all remember it. He's come up with some key moments, and people are saying, what's Rhian Brewster done? I tell you what Rhian Brewster hasn't done, or hasn't been given, is a chance. He's not being given a chance. Now people are screaming out, we need a different option to Bobby Firmino sometimes. We need a different option up front. So when I turn around and say, Rhian Brewster, let's have him on the bench, no, okay, he's just a young lad. He's an improved lad. It's like, well, we do have the options of Minamino, Origi. We're going to have Jota as well. There's going to be so many options, and people are saying Brewster won't get a chance, but he might. I don't want to use them as an example, but you see what happens with Manchester United and when they brought Rashford through and when they're bringing Mason Greenwood through. Brewster could easily be like these guys. Easily. Just needs to be given the chance. So, let me know. Butterfly has flown right by my head. Unbelievable. I hope you saw that then. That was just... I'm not somewhat... It's still going. Still going. This is going to freak me out. I'm not an insect bug person. So, there's going to be a few jumps here. Let me know what you think of Rhian Brewster being sold in general or letting go in general, like on loan or something like that. I'd be really disappointed by it, but let me know what you think in the comments below. In terms of potential incomings, the biggest talked one at the moment is obviously Ismaila Sarr, if that is how you say his name. If I'm saying his name wrong, I apologise. Now, I'll read you exactly what it says here. Liverpool are negotiating wages after reaching an agreement with Watford for the sale of the forward. Now, the price is apparently between 35 and 40 million. Maybe 36 million is the more specific price. Which people are saying is expensive, but it's actually the same prices that we paid for Mohamed Salah or similar, and Sadio Mane, who was maybe possibly a little bit cheaper. And people are saying, it's like, well, you can't pay exactly the same as Mane and Salah for Sarr. Sarr's, all right, he's played for Watford, he's played well. Similar sort of things happen to Mane, similar sort of things happen to Salah. The Salah and Mane that we have right now, this butterfly is doing my head in. The Salah and Mane that we have right now is not the Salah and Mane that we bought. They've developed and they've done very, very well. And the exact same thing could happen with Sarr here. Now, I think that Sarr is 22 years old. So when I see the likes of, what was his name? Pepe at Arsenal. Very young player, good prospect indeed, got a lot of talent, going for 72 million. And I look at someone like Sarr, and you see what he brought to Watford, a very good outlet. Once he got going and got a bit confident, obviously we saw him, front and centre when Watford beat us, the first beating that we took in the Premier League, 3-0, and he was central to that, but not just against us. There were plenty of times in the Premier League where he showed up and he was definitely the most talented player in that team, in my opinion. And I'm not just saying that because we're linked to him. He would have a good friend in the squad, his Senegalese compatriot in Sadio Mane as well. He would have someone there that would be able to help him settle in. There's so many different things that would, help him settle in. Maybe something like this could also see Rhian Brewster end up leaving Liverpool because the front line would be so stacked, is probably the best way that I can put it. Right from Mohamed Salah to all the way down to Harvey Elliott, and then you have Sarr, and you've got Jota who can play on either side and through the middle, and then you've got Minamino, you've got Mane. There's so many options, so much depth, and so much quality. But that's what we've been crying out for as a fan base. A lot of people have. Now, I'm a fan of, obviously, us using the youth players. I was happy with Harvey Elliott being the backup to Mohamed Salah. Some people might say that's crazy, it's such a drop-off. But if we're wanting the youth players to be given a chance, we have to give them a chance as well as fans and get behind them when they get a chance. We might see some of these young lads playing in the Carabao Cup game against Lincoln. You've got to give them their support. That's just how it is. But it's real state. It would be. I'm not saying it is. It would be a really big statement of intent if Liverpool do manage to bring in Sarr. I'm not against it whatsoever. Anything that can help either improve, strengthen, or just give us some good quality depth, I'm a fan of. And I would be a fan of that. There's nothing really negative that I could say about Sarr, someone that's 22 years old and got so much time to develop in a team that is trying to garner success over a long period of time. I'm not opposed to it whatsoever. And I will finish on the absolutely audacious one where people have been going, oh my god, Kylian Mbappe 2020 or hashtag Mbappe 2021. I said it once in a video a long time ago when I was talking about Mbappe, and I'll say it again. Mbappe is not coming to Liverpool. Mbappe will be too expensive. This butterfly is trying my patience. Mbappe will be just far beyond too expensive. If doing transfers this summer hasn't shown everybody how we will do business, someone like Mbappe is more likely to be chased by a Man City, Man United, Real Madrid. And I say Man United because they're willing to splash out hundreds of millions of pounds on a player. Well, apparently they're willing to do that. They're willing to be linked to one anyway, in Jadon Sancho. Obviously, Man City have so much money all the time, always have money. This year they've been a bit frugal with it, to be fair, but you know, years past they would do it. Real Madrid, I mean, they don't even get the wallet out anymore. They just go bang, wallet's on the table, take what you want out of it and we'll pay it. Not a problem. That's Real Madrid. Barcelona less so. He's not going to come to unless Liverpool go on a madness and like win every single trophy this season coming. And also we still don't know how long this COVID-19. I think my cat has just found the butterfly. So if you hear any noises, that's my cat. Unfortunate butterfly. Anyway, unless we go on a madness, win every single trophy, and then we don't really know what the effects of the COVID-19 coronavirus, how long this is all going to last, and fans not being allowed into stadiums and such like that. Maybe that's something we can break down on a future video, and the financial true impact of what will happen, not just in the Premier League, but every single step below the Premier League, and how could be a domino effect, a really bad domino effect as well. Liverpool aren't signing Mbappe. Liverpool are not signing Mbappe next year. We're not signing him 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, not even 2030. Liverpool aren't signing Kylian Mbappe. So if you didn't realise that already, hopefully now you do. And by not signing him, it's not a negative, because we're doing all right. We're doing good. We don't need to unsettle that dressing room. The dressing room cohesion that we have currently, by bringing in an Mbappe who would command redonkulous amounts of money, let's not unsettle that. I'll leave it there for now. Probably one of my shorter videos that I've done in recent memory. Apologies for the distraction of the butterfly, but it seems to be my cat has dealt with it, because that's what cats do. So yeah, let me know what you think in the comments below about any of these transfer rumours and links and such like that. Ismaila Sarr, let me know what you think. Rhian Brewster, I'm very interested to know what people think about that one as well. And anyone else that you feel that we've been linked to. Apparently there's been some centre-back ones as well, but not really anything that I've seen much substance to anyway. But let me know what you think in the comments below. What do Liverpool need before the end of the transfer window, if anything? Thank you ever so much for watching this video. If you have enjoyed it, please do like it and subscribe if you're new around here. Thank you once again, and I'll catch you later.